Welcome to the third episode of The Money Taste. My name is Kevin Joroge, powered by Okolea International. Today we're going to be speaking about your money and your business. I'm joined with the Chief Executive, Peter Mariah, who's going to be letting us know when it is the right time to borrow money from your friends, whether you should give them money, and the whole nitty-gritty about money and friends. Thank you very much for being with us again for the second time. Today we're going to be talking about a very important thing, which is money and friends. I don't know whether you have experienced such a situation where what I have seen in my category is that sometimes you grow up with friends, you're in campus together, then you get out, some friends go before you, they get better jobs and better deals, but you're still there. And it becomes hard to hang out with them. And that is why maybe some people are always in debt, because you always want to please your friends. Where do you toe the line between that? Do you lose the friends that you've always had in the beginning? How do you deal with that situation?
What I know is sometimes it's never a good idea to lend money to friends because in most times there are no written terms as to I gave you this money, you're supposed to return this money, what is the interest that you're supposed to return the money on. And then other people don't take it seriously. If somebody borrows money from a bank or even from Okolea International, where they're always assured of getting a loan, they will be more likely to repay the loan to Okolea as compared if you yourself lent them the money. So the issue of borrowing from friends in order to keep appearances with other friends, I find is a bit hypocritical. It's a little small, and we live in an age whereby people need to stop being small and think higher. Yeah? And we are thinking beings, human beings, rather than beings that copy what others are doing. So you shouldn't borrow even from friends to live a certain lifestyle. If you don't have money on a weekend to go and drink, stay in your house. Stay with your wife. Stay with your children, stay with your siblings. Don't borrow to dress nicely. If you don't have the money to go to Manix, go to El Kiki or go to Gekomba, for instance.
The major problem I see with this is because you don't want to be labeled as a loser, that's one. And what I've seen with people is that when they get there, when they get to the fact that their friends are earning more money than them, they start. My question is, do you stop hanging out with them? How do you deal with the situation where your friends are earning more money than you, but you guys hang out all the time?
So the first thing that you need to ask yourself, Kennedy, is what value are you getting from these so-called friends? As you try to move ahead in the journey of life, the first thing that you must do is you must realize you have to keep some people aside. The perception is that usually the rich people are the ones that are keeping aside the poor people. That's not always the case. As you are moving yourself, you are a hustler trying to be somebody in life. The first people that you must stay away from are the so-called rich people in your life who do not offer you any mileage to move ahead. The only time you see these so-called rich friends of yours is when they are telling you the party is in Westland. You run to that Westland joint, you drink, and at the end of the day, they still split the bill with you. So this guy who is earning $1 million per month, you earning 50,000 per month, and the guy still wants to split the bill, and you have the audacity to run to Westland when you hear there's a party there. If this guy is not giving you any form of mileage by either introducing you to customers, introducing you to another company that can give you a better job, the first thing you need to do is to cut them loose. Let them go and hang with those people that they are at the same level with. Focus on rich people who are giving you mileage in terms of when you're going to meet them, number one, people who have money who want to build more money. They don't go drinking in places whereby a bottle of whiskey, which would cost 3,000, cost 30,000. Rich people who are forward-looking do not do that. These are guys you'll find in the Jogonas of this Nairobi, having nyama choma and drinking a beer for 170. Those are the guys who can be able to point you in the right direction. Those are the guys who will introduce you to other people who can give you business.
What have you learned about friendship and money and friendship and success, basically?
So what I came to learn when I was starting my business is, back then, a couple of years back, is most of the people who I thought were my friends were not. These people were my friends in as far as we could go drinking together. in as far as we could travel out of the town together. As soon as I got in business and I needed to borrow money, for instance, in order to say, buy something which can help my business move forward, these guys used to say no. These guys used to say no. So the first thing I realized, I needed to cut them loose. Most of the friends I used to have before entrepreneurship, I no longer have them. The people who I saw offered me value are especially friends who were in businesses themselves. Those friends were willing to give me a helping hand, not really to lend me money, but they were willing to give me work. They were willing to give me contracts. They were willing to refer me to their friends who gave me more work. Those are the kind of friends we need to look for. So it is not okay to go looking for loans from your friends. Instead, you should need to be looking for friends who can connect you where you can get. You remember what the good book says? It is better to teach a man to fish rather than to borrow fish all the time. Yes.
Have you ever been in a situation where you are the only one lagging behind with your friends? Yeah. And that really depresses people off. Maybe we are a group of 5, 6 people. Everyone is doing very well, but you.
That's a very different ways you can look at that. I like saying, and I did this, I would rather be the poorest among the rich than be the rich among the poorest. So in order to move forward, you must be able to join a group of people who are very far. Remember, you must look for the eagles if you want to fly. But remember, by doing so, if 2-3 years down the line you are not making progress, you are the problem, not those people. The second scenario is what I just talked about before. Being with the friends who are successful themselves, yet they themselves are not taking the effort and the time to try and bring you up with them. Remember, the only time you see them is when you're having a drink. And the only thing you talk about during those drinking is usually football and the fairer sex. But you need, if you're in a group like that, even 5 years down the line, you're still going to be lagging behind. So find a group of people who are willing to mentor, people who are willing to support you directly, and I tell you 2 years down the line, you are going to be far.
How do you know it is the right time for you to start having this kind of friendships? Support is very important. Look for people who support you. And that is how you know whether this person is a true friend. By support, I mean, does this person try to teach you what they already know? Does this person try to get me leads in order for me to get projects? Does this person try to give me small jobs himself whenever he have a needs for my kind of services? Those are the kind of things you need to look at. But if you find a friend who only calls you on a random Saturday, come kule nyama and have a drink, and my friend may not necessarily be the kind of friendship you need if your intention is to move further in life. You need friends who tell you, I know Okolea, let me take you to Okolea. I'll go and guarantee for you alone there. And those guys will walk the journey with you as you start your business and as you seek to grow your business to the next level. People who know Okolea, those are the kind of friends you need. People who know Okolea.
Exactly.
It's very important to choose.
Yes.
How important is it for someone who is starting a business, or how is it important for someone to have a mentor in their life?
Very important, very important. I think one of the things that when you are starting a business, especially in the very beginning, any person who has succeeded at any degree is a good mentor. Because at that particular point, all you need is somebody who has been there, has done that, has succeeded to a certain degree, and is willing to teach you on how to go to the next level. Find anybody. It could be a young guy, it could be somebody like myself. I'm always getting so many proposals nowadays to mentor people. I'm always answering them, I'm always meeting them, I'm always having this kind of, even Kangede, me being here doing this money series with you, is simply a way to mentor other younger people who wants to do business in order to avoid the pitfalls that most younger people fall when they want to start businesses. It's important to find a mentor. And they are there. As I said, if you don't know where to find one, join networking organizations, join membership clubs.
Okay, membership clubs, networking organizations.
Exactly. Volunteer organizations like Rotary and others. Lions Club, those are areas that you can find good mentors.
Maybe you're starting a business. What are the dangers of having the friends who are only there for, hey, let's go party, or hey, let's catch up on a drink, let's go out of town? What are the dangers of having only such kind of friends in your life?
Let me tell you, success requires focus. to be focused, you need people who are like many, as I said, people who are also very focused. If your friends on weekend only think of going out of town to have fun, you are never going to join a networking organization which meets on the same weekend, which you can be able to find a mentor or grow your business. So having the wrong friends means you are focused in heading to the wrong direction, while you should be moving in the right direction. You need to cut them loose. Also, even in terms of borrowing money from friends, if you have the wrong kind of guys who just drinking, these are the guys who only lend you money when you're drinking, On a typical Saturday, you are broke, they said you are 10,000, where you drink again that money together, and you wonder why the next month your disposable income is greatly diminished, and you can't even save anything to later start maybe a business, because these people are only lending you money to consume in the wrong places. So it is very dangerous. It is unlikely that you'll move ahead if you have friends who themselves are moving in the wrong direction. Remember the saying, show me your friends and I'll tell you what kind of a person you are.
All right, show me your friends and I'll tell you the kind of person you are. Thank you so much. If you'd like us to talk about a certain topic in your area, maybe you're an entrepreneur and you're finding it difficult in some areas, please write it down on the comments below. On the comments below, and we'll be glad to share with you. Thank you so much. Till next time, God bless.